Welcome guys to today's teachings. This is Melody FS Academy, and if this is your first time of coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload our weekly content. Okay. So still on the Intraday trading live trade experience. Okay. So this is what we are going to be flowing with for the now, and I'm working on an advanced trading model, smart money concept. Okay, the thing is that a lot of work is actually involved, more than I thought. Okay, and I promise you guys the first episode is going to be ready very soon, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be advanced and way out of the 2022 mentorship from ICT. Okay, it's going to be although it's still ICT concept, but the focus is, the model is going to be out of the, it's not going to be what is being taught on the 2022 mentorship. Okay, but they are all ICT concepts. Okay, so I'm still working on the series, and the first episode is going to probably be ready this week. Okay, I'm going to drop 1 or 2 episodes this week. Okay, so I promise you guys that. All right, so let's get down to today's business. All right, now this is Aussie dollar. Okay, remember I told you guys I was going to stay on the sidelines. Okay, so but yesterday I saw this fair value gap being formed. Okay, so I was, although I made mention of staying on the sideline, but I also made mention of, watching what price is going to do, looking to see if price is going to give me an evidence of, continue going lower, or there's going to be a sort of, a shift in market structure, a change of structure. Okay, so yesterday's this fair value gap was actually created. Okay, so I saw this morning, and I was like, okay, this got my attention since my bias is still very much bearish, and although we have tapped into the the sell side liquidity below here, okay, flooded the marketplace. Okay, so I was more or less interested on this fair value gap, and I decided to watch what price has to offer. Okay, so now looking at this is the daily fair, this is that daily fair value gap right here. Okay, so now this is today's price action, as you can see. Okay, this is the 15 minutes our intraday chart, right? Our intraday time frame. Okay, so now let's go down deeper, let's add some annotations to this. Okay, now we have our time of day, we have the opening price New York midnight. Okay, and we have the opening price 7 a.m. New York time for our New York Q zone, right? So now I want you to take I want to take your attention to something right now. Okay, notice that each session opening always starts with a form of a consolidation. Okay, we have this small little consolidation here immediately after the opening 12 a.m. midnight. Okay, same thing can be said for the New York session. Okay, exactly at the New York session or prior to it, there was a kind of consolidation. Okay, and we are going to talk more about consolidations on the advanced smart money trading model. Okay, we're going to talk more about that and why it is so. Okay, so now for this particular video, we are going to focus on the 2022 mentorship concept. Okay, we are going to focus on what we have been taught, okay, on the 2022 mentorship. Okay, so now we have the opening price, right? We have the opening price. Remember my bias is bearish. Okay, so there was nothing much to trade off on the London Q zone. Okay, so we have already traded into the daily fair value gap, and since my bias is bearish, you know what that means. I'm looking for some run on buy side liquidity. Okay, so now this is the New York kill zone opening. All right, so we have the opening price right here. Okay, then something amazing happened. Okay, I was expecting a run on buy side liquidity, okay, to go short. Okay, then actually I was expecting this old high to be taken out, and which was exactly what happened here. But the movement was, swift, and it happened so fast. Okay, this happened so fast, I was not able to get anything. Okay, this happened so fast, and you can see the movement here huge, right? This is, this is a single candle, right? This is like in 30 minutes, and uh this, you can see this is about 45 minutes or so. Okay, so this move happened so fast, okay, within the space of an hour, and if uh if not less than that. Okay, so I was not able to get any move down here, I was not able to get any entry. But once, when price traded above this old high, then I started looking for a possible shift in structure. Okay, since I am bearish, and currently trading in the daily fair value gap right here. Okay, and also at the same time in my New York Q zone, and at the same time above the opening price, which is deep premium. Okay, so I was in a deep premium sector. Okay, I was in a deep premium market spectrum. Okay, so I started looking for my shift in market structure. Okay, so now going down further, this is the 5 minute time frame. Okay, so now we have the swing, an old high right here. Okay, and we'll be talking about importance of old highs and old lows in the advanced smart money trading model. Okay, so we have this old high right here. Okay, we have this minor consolidations, and as you can see, the move happens so fast. So I started looking for my possible shift in structure. Okay, to short the market. Okay, to go short. So now this is the 1 minute time frame, right? So this is that old high right here. As you can see, when price traded to this supposed resistance level, okay, this old high, it respected it a little bit. Okay, you can see it retraced off, it pulled off a little bit, then smashed through. Okay, so this would have been a convincing kind of retracement, a retail resistance, sorry. So this would have looked like, this actually looked very convincing, because the fact that price traded to this old high, although uh, it poked through a little bit, but it actually gave a little retracement. Okay, so actually creating the idea on a resistance level. Okay, then what happened is smashed through. You notice there was no shift in structure right here, there was no shift in structure during this process, so I wasn't short anyway. Okay, I was not short on it. Okay, so we had this huge displacement, right? Then we had this minor consolidation, then the shift in structure downwards. Okay, so this was where I got my shift in market structure, right? Then the imbalance being created, I got my entry there and my stop loss above this old high. Okay, so now in terms of my entry, going back to the 5 minute chart, you can see this move was, this is a liquidity void. Okay, we'll talk about this in the we'll talk about this in the advanced smart money trading model series. Okay, we'll talk about this, the liquidity voids and fair value gaps. Okay, so now you can see we had this huge displacement, right? So I was more like, okay, we have liquidity voids, and this, I was like, okay, if this is actually going to continue going higher, I should be vigilant, right? I should be vigilant, and I'm measuring the range with my fib. Okay, I was interested in this fair value gap, okay, as my first TP. Okay, I was actually going to take my or rather I did took my first TP from this fair value gap right here. Okay, so this was where I took my first take profit. Then as we started trading downwards, I was scaling out profit. Okay, and I actually collapsed the trade on the last fair value gap. Okay, because this is actually deep discount if we were to continue going up. Okay, remember, you have to give possibilities, you have to give room for the price, because price can actually do whatever price wants. Okay, so this was another block, right? This is the last set of bearish candle before this whole up move. Okay, I was looking at the idea of if this is going to be a continuation upwards, then the best place to take off my entry, my position will be on these other blocks, and probably on this last fair value gap, because at the same time we have an order block resting close to the fair value gap. Okay, so this was a very convincing area to collapse my trade, of which I did. Okay, so we are going to look more into other blocks, and actually the new trading model is going to be built on PD arrays. Okay, premium to discount array matrix. Okay, so our ICT concepts are mainly built on around the premium to discount uh, array. Okay, array matrix. Okay, so that is what we're actually going to look at. So fair value gap is just one of the six premium to discount array matrix. Okay, so we are going to look at the other five, and that is going to be covered uh, in the smart money advanced trading model. Okay, so that we should be expectant, and I'm actually putting on a lot of work in trying to deliver the content, right? So which I'm going to make sure I try to deliver 1 or 2 episodes this week. Okay, so please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, and please do well to subscribe, turn the notification bell so that you get notified once we upload those new series. Okay, so now going back to business. Okay, so I got my entry right there, and I was more interested in getting out right here. Okay, although I could have held longer, but I was being reasonable. Okay, so as you can see, that this is that fair value gap, and these are the other block. Okay, the last uh two bearish candles before the up move, right? So as you can see, I got a whoopee sum of 96 pips, right? And 11 using 11 pip stop loss, I got 96 pip. Okay, that's 8-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so this was what I got on Aussie dollar today. Okay, I actually did push beyond my limit, as I was able to trade on two pairs. The Aussie dollar at the Aussie yen. Okay, the Australia dollar against the Japanese yen. Okay, so that is the next episode that is going to come up right after this one. Okay, so watch out for that as well. I'm going to do the breakdown. Okay, so now this was just all I did today, and the concepts remain simple. Okay, it's actually really easy if you can put your mind to it. Okay, so the whole process was just uh, built off the fact that my bias was bearish. Okay, I had a bearish bias, and we saw this fair value gap, right? We saw this fair value gap. At the same time, price has just, traded into some pool of buy side liquidity, right? Sorry, sell side liquidity. Okay, so smart money definitely acquired some long entries. Okay, so we it is right thing to expect some major move of retracements. Okay, and seeing this fair value gap looks pretty convincing. Okay, so that was what brought the ideas on this trade setup. Okay, even looking at this range from this high to this low, probably we should have our midpoint about this level. Okay, and you can see that we also traded into an order block. Okay, so this would be viewed as a bullish order block, right? The last up close candle before this up move, so this is our order block. We traded into the order block, at the same time refill this imbalance. Okay, so you can see the concept that came together to create this setup. Okay, so this was different concepts I blended together to come about this particular setup. Okay, so that will be all for this video, and I hope we have been able to learn 1 or 2 things from this. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Okay, and for those of us that have subscribed, that are leaving comments behind, I really appreciate, and I do hope to see all of us at the top. Okay, so please put in the hard work, and definitely it's going to pay off. Okay, so see you guys in the next episode. Do have a great day and a great trading week.